When it comes to Dragon Ball Super, first thing you got to know is that it's split between a more laid back format, which is Fusion World, which is what this is, and then there's a more sweaty competitive Masters format, which is like modern Yu-Gi-Oh with a magic flair to it. I've dipped my toes in both, and I can tell you that although I do like Masters more because it has more variety, more player expression, Fusion World being simple, it makes it easier to interact with for newer players. I'm really enjoying the simulator for Fusion World, so that's why I've decided to pick up some packs so I can get them in the simulator as well. And starter decks in this game are actually relatively cheap. Some of them are going to be more expensive because some of them already have multiple copies of what you need. You probably only need 2 starter decks. It's not like Yu-Gi-Oh where you need 3 of them, and these are cheaper than your average starter decks. These were only about like $6 each. I guess I can't open these the way I open Yu-Gi-Oh packs. Yu-Gi-Oh packs I always just go in from the middle and just pull out from there. They make a little notch in these. Yeah, like right here they have a little notch, which I don't like opening packs this way because that's already a bent corner. It's all right. Let's see who we get. So we got the Great Ape Son Goku. We got Kibito. It's not a real character. Vegeta, Majin Vegeta. Dr. Miyu. I can't say I know who this is. Vegeta Childhood from the Broly movie. That's pretty sick. Scouter. And yeah, this is an extra card. It's basically like a spell card in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's green. And so every color in Dragon Ball Super has its own unique properties, or they have their own gameplay loop that they all try to do. Green is energy based in Fusion World, so it builds up its energy and then it sends its energy to the drop area, and it gets extra effects for utilizing its energy like that. Dabura, Bubbles, it's a 1-drop blocker. It has 0 combo power. That's not great, but when it's KO'd, play up to 1 Gregory with a cost of 2 from your hand. I guess that's decent. There goes Videl. You prefer girls with short hair. Oh, and here we go, Dispo. Yeah, he's one of Jiren's crew. Oh, there's multiple holo cards in a pack. Okay, so we have a Son Goten, and this is the blue gimmick. By having 7 or fewer cards in your hand, you draw a card. So blue works with like hand advantage, well, hand disadvantage, because 7 cards in hand is actually not that many in the world of Dragon Ball. So that was our first pack. Now here's our simulator code, which we will be utilizing shortly. Now we're gonna get into our second pack. Okay, so we're starting the pack off with a leader. We got Son Goku, another Golden Ape, another Kibito, okay, another Vegeta. It's like almost in the exact same order. Another Dr. Miyu, almost in the exact same order. There we go. Now we got something different. Turn into Candy. There's a yellow card. Yellow turns your opponent's battle cards into rest mode, which is like making them vulnerable, basically. Another Son Gohan Adolescence. Dude, it's like these packs were like the exact same. Bibbidi. This isn't Bobbidi. This is his, I don't know, weird cousin or something. This one's a super combo. Super combos are like, it's the best way to defend yourself. You can only play 4 of them in a deck. So you can only play 4 cards that have the super combo in a deck. Yeah, I guess this is a super combo for the evil wizard archetype. Girls with short hair. And we pulled a special beam cannon. That's pretty sick. It's a green card and it's a 5 cost. That's pretty hefty. Choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. Then if you have 8 or more energy, what deck builds up 8 energy? It must be some Namekian deck. Choose your leader or up to 1 of your battle cards and it gets plus 30k power. That's kind of crazy. Oh, we got Goku GT. It's kind of got aura. That's really sick. And there's our second code. So I guess the Goku leader was really the highlight of this. Yeah, and yeah, leaders are double-sided because you start on the weaker side and then you flip over onto the awakened side. So we pulled 4 holos so far. Let's see if our final pack is any different. So we got Shin, Supreme Kai. I guess Shin is his like government name. Dragon Ball Super, it's made by a Japanese team, but it's an English-based game. So they use the Japanese name for some of the characters. For example, Paikon is like Paikohan, Tien is Tien Shinhan, and there's other few like discrepancies you can say. But for the most part, it's like you'll know who the characters are. They'll just have their Japanese name instead of their dub name. Spopovich. This yellow deck is actually kind of a threat. This like yellow Majin deck is actually really strong right now. It's one of the strongest decks in the game at the moment from what my research told me. Margarita, a bitch from Universe 11. That's cool, I guess. Pan GT. I have no idea what's going on in this image, and I don't like it. I feel violated just looking at it. It's one of those, like, look at your top 5 and grab 1 cards, which is actually very helpful in this game. Great ape who gained intelligence. And yeah, these are of the black color. Black colors are more of like your more exuberant Dragon Ball lores, like your more like legends, heroes, your Xenoverses, so like non-canon stuff, you could say, is what you'll see in like the black color. Yamu, dude, this nigga's veins look like cat ears, man. Spaceship of Hope. I've never watched GT, so I don't know what this is referencing, but I'm sure it's pretty cool. Gine, BR, Goku's mom. This actually might help us with the Bardock deck, although it's not Bardock's crew in its attribute, so this might actually not be anything helpful for our Bardock deck, but it does mention Saiyans, so that's cool. Oh, and it uses cards from the top of your deck to combo with, so that's actually kind of cool. And she's a 10k blocker. She does have to switch herself to rest mode actually, so that 10k block might not even matter. And there goes another Majin yellow card, Pure Evil. They gave this deck more support in the recent pack. There's a recent pack that has manga art for all the cards, so instead of colored, it looks like it's from the manga. It's really cool. There goes Master Roshi, and there goes Pride Troopers. That's what these lame ass niggas are called. It's a red card, play up to battle card with 2 or less, and Pride Troopers in special trait from your hand. So he gets to cheat out more cards from hand, which is great, I think. And then Hercule to finish us off on the packs. Nothing like crazy, but I wasn't really expecting anything too wild from these packs. I kind of just got these for the digital codes because I know there's a lot of good stuff in this set, and I wanted to get these for more of the digital version than I cared about the IRL version. Now to get into these starter decks. The way that Yu-Gi-Oh started doing its structure decks recently, where they have like a pack in it where you can pull something that's a higher rarity than usual. That's something that Dragon Ball Super has been doing for a while. I'm going to open one just to show you guys what the deck has in it. So, pulling out the whole thing, we have the deck itself, we have the deck code for the digital version, we have a starter guide, and we have the bonus pack, which has 1 card at a higher rarity. I'll just put that to the side. The starter guide has everything you need to start playing the game. It's honestly better to just play the simulator. It also has a field area, but this can get very confusing very quickly. It's better to see the game in motion first and then to try it out yourself than it is to like try to just play it. For Masters, they had like a tutorial app that had like a simplified simulator on it, but then they made like an actual simulator, so you can just play that one instead. And there should be a little nudge here to open up our starter deck. So we have our leader in hollow, right? Because you saw we pulled a leader here, but both sides were common. What they do with the starter decks is that like they have like the starting side common, but then the leader side is a hollow. And it's really nice. It's not like one of those hollows that has oh, it does have etching on it actually, so you can kind of feel some of the aura around Bardock and stuff, so that's actually pretty cool. So there goes our leader. So it comes with 2 copies of the Great Ape Bardock. It's a 4-drop 30k, so this is basically like a normal monster in Yu-Gi-Oh. You would really only play this if you just needed the extra combo power and you didn't have any other thing to play with it. So the way that you dictate how good cards are is like, okay, if it's 4-drop, 30k is like the average battle power that a 4-drop should have, but sometimes it comes with an effect, and depending on how good the effect is determines you know, if the card's worth playing or not. Sometimes you can cheat cards like this out, you don't have to pay the full cost. Other times, you know, these cards are kind of just like you pay for, you slap this on field, and if it doesn't do enough, then it's probably not worth playing. We got Kakarot, so we got 2 copies of Kakarot. This is the only other hollow card in the deck, I believe. Oh no, there's a hollow Bardock. So it's only this one and one more, but this is one of the better cards in the deck, and that's why they only give you 2 of it. So that's why you need 2 starter decks, so you get 4 copies of this, because that's how many you actually need to play. So there goes Fasha. So Fasha's a 1-drop draw one. You want to play as many of these, like these are the best 1-drops. Unless you have a 1-drop that does something like Kakarot here. Drop 1, draw 1s are like the second best thing that you can play compared to this. They usually don't have the 10k combo power, which is what you really want, but 5k is fine for something that gives you another card. And you can just slap this on field and also use it for combo. So you have your super combo Son Gohan, and this is something that you're gonna have to play 4 of to play this deck. You have Tara, which I don't know if there's anything cool about this guy. Let's see. So yeah, Fasha's Bardock's crew. Kakarot is not. Great Ape is Bardock's crew. He's Bardock's crew. He's 2-drop 20k, which is like he has the average attack of a 2-drop. When attacking, add up to 1 card from your left to your hand, then look at the top card of your deck and place it either the top or bottom of his. I guess he has that effect because our leader lets us look at our top card and use it in a combo if it's a Bardock's crew. So he's trying to dig us for a Bardock's crew card, and if you don't have it on top, then you put it at the bottom. If you do have it on top, then you keep it on top. That's kind of the point of this guy. Borgos, kind of just a nobody, has no effect, doesn't do anything. He's Bardock's crew, but he's not that good, so unfortunately we probably won't be playing him in our actual version of the deck. And here you go, Dodoria, right? And his trait is Frieza's army, right? And that's its own archetype, at least in the Masters version. I'm not sure if they've developed that here in Fusion World yet, but if you use a card in a combo while he's battling, you get to draw a card, which I guess that's decent. But you see he's a 2-drop 15k, so you almost have to use a card to combo with him. Like, you can't just leave him out there as a 15k because he doesn't have enough battle power on his own. So he's not that great, but it's all right. Then we have Nappa with hair. Nappa Adolescence. Look at this. When this card's in a battle and you have a card in your combo area, this card gains plus 5k power. And that's during either player's turn, so I guess he's like a slightly better Dodoria, because he'll actually power himself up. Dodoria will just draw you a card. Like, they're kind of 2 sides of the same coin. Drawing in Dragon Ball Super, it's cool. It's not like everything though. Like, I'd rather have like something guaranteed than have something be like up to chance, like with Dodoria. So I like this a little better. The extra damage can, the extra power can also throw your opponent's counterplay off, and this is also during either player's turn. So if they attack him and you use a combo to protect him, so let's say you only have like 5k defenders, then he'll gain another 5k. So essentially using a 5k with him is like using a 10k, so you kind of get more value, you kind of get more bang for your buck. And he's a 1-drop 15k, he's not a 2-drop actually, so you're actually getting more bang for your buck out of this Nappa than you would out of this Dodoria. So that's kind of how you judge the viability of certain cards. So here goes our 3-drop Bardock. When you use a card in a combo while this card is in battle, play up to 1 battle card with a cost of 2 or less in Bardock's crew and his special traits from your hand. This seems pretty good. So if you combo, then you get to play a card that's a Bardock's crew from your hand. I guess all of them are 2-drop and lower, except for the Great Ape. Well, not Nappa, but like, you know, Fasha's 1-drop, Tara's 2-drop, or Borgos is 1-drop, so that makes sense. So right now he seems like pretty good with Fasha. I'm not sure about the other 2 yet, but we'll keep going. So here's our 5-drop 35k Bardock. It's double strike. If you have 2 or more cards in your combo area, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. So it being an activate battle means that it's only when someone's attacking, but that's still pretty good, because it can target any combo, any battle card. Even though it's only your turn, it's like you're going to potentially have an extra Bardock's crew in your combo area because of your leader. So you just need to have 1 more, and it doesn't even have to be a Bardock's crew card. It can just be any 2 cards comboing, and he'll be able to destroy a card, a battle card your opponent controls. So that's pretty cool. So this is actually pretty good. And the holo is also etched in, like some of the aura and the electricity is actually etched in. And it's Super Saiyan Bardock. Right, so that's cool. This Bardock, sadly, is only base form. So this one's canon. I'm guessing this one's that non-canon movie. There goes Shugesh. I don't think I've watched the OG Bardock stuff enough to like remember most of these people. Like, it sounds familiar. I don't remember much about him. He sounds familiar, but he's a 2-drop 20k. I mean, a lot of these Bardock crew cards don't do a lot, so I don't think I'm going to be using a lot of these in my finalized deck, but here we go. We got Frieza. When attacking, choose one of your opponent's battle cards. It costs 3 or less, and sand in its special traits and KO it. Then if you have an energy marker, choose up to 1 field in your opponent's battle area, place on it. He targets sand your opponent controls. So this card's like a hard counter. This would be one of those like cards that you side deck. It's like an anti-meta card. But being a 4-drop 25k is kind of bad. It only targets cards with 3 or less. So the fact that you're a 4-drop, meaning I have to get 4 turns into the game to only be able to target a card with 3 or less energy is kind of mid. And then, I mean, the field thing is cool. Again, this seems like a decent anti-meta card, but I don't think I would use it. So our final battle card is Vegeta Youth. I guess since they have a young Kakarot, this makes sense. And this is a 2-drop critical. So even though it only has 15k, it has one of the best abilities in the game. So essentially when you attack your opponent's leader, if they choose to take the damage, or if they're forced to take the damage, the card that they take goes to their hand. But with critical, the card they take goes to the drop area instead, meaning like, or they don't benefit from getting attacked as they would normally. They lose the card that they would have gotten. So this is really good, especially early game. So having a 2-drop critical seems very essential for your success as a player in this game. And extra cards in this game aren't that great. So just looking at this one, Resisting Destiny. So like you don't really play that many extra cards. You'd rather have battle cards because you could use them from your hand to protect yourself when your opponent's attacking. So they have more utility in hand than certain extra cards do. Like extra cards are made to be used. Battle cards are made to be like held for the right time. Resisting Destiny, choose your leader up to one of your battle cards and gets plus 15. Then if you have a card in your combo area, draw 1 card. So it's pretty cool for a 1-drop. That could be really good. So the fact that we have 2 starter decks means I get 4 of these. And then we have Lonesome Final Battle, where it's a field card, so it stays on the field. Unlike this one, once it's used, it goes to the drop area. But this one, switch this card to rest mode, look at the top 2 cards in your deck and place them in the top or bottom of the owner's deck in any order. So this is another card trying to set up your Bardock crew and stuff. But it being a 1-drop in itself, just to set something up, is a little bad. And you probably won't see people using this card, even though it's a field card. And you don't have to pay a cost after you play it that first time. It just doesn't do enough to like be worth a slot in your deck. And then this is an energy marker. It doesn't have any. I kind of wish I had like a unique look to it because it's in a Bardock deck. But no, this is an energy marker. Basically, if you go second, or if you're playing a certain archetype, which this is what black decks do. Black decks get to reactivate their energy marker after it's used. So most energy in the game, when you use it, it gets replenished on your next turn. Whereas an energy marker, when you use it, it goes away forever. But there are certain effects that actually bring it back. So that's why energy markers are kind of cool. But that's a more modern, recent thing. That wasn't how it started, but they started like the same way that Yu-Gi-Oh kind of breaks its own rules with some of its card design. Dragon Ball Super has done some of that as well. And finally, we have our 2 packs with higher rarity cards from the deck. So our first one, oh, I really didn't like opening it that way, but our first one is Frieza. Ah, man, it feels so bad to have a Bardock deck and then to pull a hollow Frieza. That's really ironic, but okay, it's all right. I you know, dude, don't tell me I got 2 Friezas. Are you serious? I don't get any of the cool Bardock cards in Hollow. I get 2 Hollow Friezas? That's so lame. Again, this could be a good anti-meta card. Like, this could be a good, like, matchup dependent card. So you can keep this in, like, your side deck, but I wouldn't play these. Oh, this one, like, this Bardock right here, Hollow would be cool. Ara would be cool. Basha would be cool. Kakarot's already Hollow, so it doesn't matter. And Bardock's already Hollow. But, that would have been cool. So I'm just gonna pull out this code right here and pull out some of the cards, some of the 2-ofs that were really good in this deck, and just put them with the first deck. I think that's about it. I think the rest of these can be bulk. And yeah, so for Dragon Ball Super, it's 50 to 60 card decks, not including the leader. So technically it's just you play 61 card decks or 51 card decks, 51 to 61. So to finish off this Dragon Ball Super video, we're going to go into the simulator and we're going to pull the packs again. This time I'll do it a lot quicker, don't worry. And we're also going to redeem this deck and try to see if we can play a match in the simulator. When you come here, you get to the enter a code part, and so we're going to be entering the code of our products. So now that we have our tickets, so essentially you go into the store here, and the store here has the decks, right? So it has all the starter decks that has come out, and Bardock here was the 5th. And as you can see, I have 2 tickets for it. So I buy a ticket and it comes with the exact same cards that I got IRL. You can see the Friezas, you see the Bardock. Now, the only thing you don't get here is the extra holo card, but that's fine because it's Dragon Ball Super, right? And then we're gonna get 1 more starter deck just so we can get 2 extras of all those cards that we need. All right, I'm gonna need to register it. And then we can go over to booster packs, which is the Raging Roar. It's the exact same pack that we just opened IRL. We can even look at some of the cards here that we can pull, right? Like we have Aura Farming Piccolo. We got some GT Gokus here, right? And you can have like some really cool artworks, like some full arts and stuff. You have like Jiren and like the Pride Trooper stuff that we saw some of, Toppo, Piccolo, and then you have your common cards down here. All right, so we got 3 packs, so we're gonna trade it in for 3 tickets. So this one we know is going to have a higher rarity card, but we're going to take it one at a time, right? Sharpener. Dude, I almost thought this was Android 13. I was about to pop off. So Scouter, we pulled that one IRL. There goes a Whis. It's a blue card. I guess I could use it. Chilled, Piccolo GT. And you prefer girls with short hair. Not much in there. Going on to the next one. Hercule GT. Okay, it's almost like a peel-off. 3rd pack here hopefully has something good for us. All right, we got Bola GT. She's a super combo, so we don't have to play Grandpa Gohan if we don't want to. There's Gohan Youth. It's a super combo, but for green, so we can't really utilize that. Okay, we got a 2-drop Beerus. That's a blue card. One of your battle cards will cost 3 or more and KO it. If you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, draw 2 cards. Interesting. Oh, there goes Gene BR. I think this could be a really interesting card in our Bardock deck. Goten GT and another Sharpener. So overall, this Beerus is good. Not for the Bardock deck, but for something else. And I think this Gene is kind of cool as well. So now we can go into our deck. And now we can make our... So first, we go into our color, which Bardock is a black leader. So we have to use entirely black cards when making this deck, but that's not an issue. So going through some of the cards I thought were interesting, I thought Gine was interesting. Goku Childhood BR, so from the Broly movie. It's just drop 1, draw 1, so that could be really good. This Hercule here seems really good if you have an energy marker, and I know there are certain black cards that can give us an energy marker, so I'm going to keep him around. He may not stick around, but I'm going to keep him around. East Kai is a 1-drop blocker, and South Kai is a 1-drop draw 1. Which we're going to prioritize having Fasha here because she's the Bardock crew archetype. Oh, Kakarot gives us an energy marker. Okay, so I guess Hercule GT can stay. He's also a 10-drop, a 10k blocker, so even if we don't get to utilize his effect, we still get to use him to block with 10k, so I'm perfectly fine with that. This Nappa Adolescence, I kind of like it. I'm gonna leave it at 2 copies for now. I don't think we need to play 4 of it. Now we're looking at some of the manga cards. We got Oolong. This card's using a combo from drop, draw 1, then drop 1 from your hand. I'm not sure if I unlock something to use him as a combo from drop. Let's keep looking. Switch this card in the battle area to rest mode if your leader has adventure in his special traits, which ours does not, because Bardock is Saiyan / Bardock's crew, so we can't really use Turtle here. And the reason why I have these is because the manga pack is the current pack, so the game gives you a lot of packs for like rewards and stuff. So I've been slowly grinding a little bit, and these are some of the manga cards that I've gotten. Even though I can't really use them because I don't have enough cards to make a manga based deck yet. It's just nice to have them. They could potentially help us, but if they don't, that's fine too. And then this is like the alternate arts for manga cards. Like they have this really cool like red background. They still have some of the ink based drawing, but then they have like this really unique art style for them. So there's like the manga art, and then there's like this like just manga cover style as well. So that's why the manga arts look so cool. So attacking, if you have energy marker, choose what one of your opponent's battle cards that costs 2 or less and KO it. It's alright. If we don't have anything else, I'll keep him around. If your leader has adventure, this card is in a battle, you have a card in combo area, this card gets plus 10k. Can't really utilize that. Oh, it's a 20k blocker, and if you have an energy marker, switch this card to active mode. We may be able to use that. We have Goten, we have Trunks Youth. If you're moving the energy marker to use this card, play up to 1 skill as Son Goten and cost 2 from your hand. That's interesting. Unfortunately, that means I'd have to have both in my hand at the same time for this to be useful, and he's only a 5k blocker. Now, the Goten is a 10k, but for the fact that he's only 5k, means that I'm going to have to save him until I also pull Goten, and I may not pull Goten, so if I have to discard him, he's not giving me the full value, sadly. Icon, right? And this is, again, one of the examples of one of the cards that has its Japanese name instead of the dub name. On play, add a card from light to hand. If you have energy marker, look at 2 cards from the top of your deck, reveal another card, another world in special traits, and add that to your hand. Now, this could be useful to us because the Kais have another world, and these are kind of useful cards. I mean, I'm just going to put it in just because I like him. On play, she has a card from your deck to your hand, and then active main switch card in battle area to rest mode, draw 1 card. The issue is putting her into rest mode makes her vulnerable to getting attacked. And your opponent doesn't really lose anything out of attacking her over attacking your leader. So I don't see the point in this, especially when she's a 2-drop. If she was a 1-drop, I'd say, sure, whatever. It's like drop 1, draw 1. But as a 2-drop, I don't know how I feel about it. On play, add a card, up to 1 card from left to your hand, so it's optional. Then if you have an energy marker, choose a battle card with another world and special traits. Your battle area gets plus 10k. We don't have too many another world cards, so I might not do this one. It's a 2-drop 15. So 1 card from your hand. If your leader has adventure, when you use a card in a combo, you discard in a combo from its drop, this card gets plus 10k. Oh, plus 10k combo power, so it becomes 15 combo instead of 5k. Let's add our Taras. 2-drop 20k, can't complain. I'll put 2 Dodorias in. Shigesh, 2-drop 20k. Don't know how I feel. I am going to put, however, 4 of this Vegeta Youth. I feel like it's really good. Suke-san. This must be some Dragon Ball reference. And our leader needs to have adventure in its traits, so unfortunately, it's not going to help us out. When KO'd, if you have an energy marker, draw 1 card. Maybe this is like a 1-drop or a 2-drop, I'd say, yeah. But as a 3-drop, only 5k block, it's not that great. If you have an energy marker, choose 1 Son Goku in your battle area and gets plus 20k for the turn. Unfortunately, this is not Son Goku, this is Kakarot, so that's not going to help us out. Also, as a 3-drop, it's kind of mid. If you remove the energy marker to use this card, choose 2 battle cards that cost 2 or less in your opponent's battle area and KO them. It's a cost of 2 or less, I'm not convinced by. This card is used in a combo from your battle area. While this card is in a battle, draw 2, then discard them. If a card is used in a combo from your battle area, that means it has to already be on the field. So something like Fasha, where she would already be on the field after you play her, and then if you combo with her, then you get to draw 2 cards. That seems pretty good. This seems like a card that you'd want to max out on. So there goes Goku. If you have an energy marker, discard in battle area, gets plus 5k. On play, add up to 1 card from left to hand. Yeah. Goku Adolescence. Weskai. If this was on play, if you don't have an energy marker, place 1, I'd say this is great, but on KO, this is kind of at mid. Baku. Failed fusion. It's a blocker, so you can block attacks for you. If you have an energy marker, switch a card to battle area to active mode during your end phase, so it gets to attack and then block an attack. Usually you can't do that. After you attack, you leave yourself open on the opponent's turn. Vegeta, if you have an energy marker, choose one battle card your opponent's at 3 or less and KO it. I mean, as a 3-drop, this makes sense, but I'm not completely convinced. It is a 10k shield. I do like that, but I'm not entirely convinced this card's all that useful. This card's archetype specific. Let's do this Bardock, just because we can. He has a 5k shield, so it may bite us in the ass if we have too many of these, because he can't play another copy of himself, unfortunately. That would have been really good, but it seems like we were not destined to use Bardock to his full power. Let's look at this Krillin from the manga. Your leader has adventure and a special trace. This card is in battle. You get combo. This card against critical and 5k. Yeah, can't use that. This is the exact same card, except it's a manga cover instead of the manga itself, which is just really funny. Piccolo Jr. It's a 4-drop critical. Your leader's King Piccolo. Choose one battle card, 3 or less in your opponent's battle area, and KO it. Which I think this is fine. It, like, critical is a really good ability, so the fact that it even does anything else makes this card more than worth it. Frieza I don't like too much here, because Frieza, again, seems very specific. If I start seeing a Saiyan deck become popular, I could start putting some Friezas in. Here comes another Bardock. This one's different than the one that we got in the starter deck. If your leader is Bardock and it has critical, when your card is using a combo, this card is in battle, choose up to one of your battle cards. One battle card with a cost of 4 less in your opponent's battle area and KO it. This is actually really good for us. And like a 5k shield on a monster like this, or on a battle card like this, usually it's not always there, so I appreciate it. 5 more cards, Demon Clan, there's special tracing, draw 1. I can't use that. So that's Piccolo Jr. Alright, this is the Bardock from the starter deck, and it has 0 shield. So I don't know if I want to play it at more than 2 copies, because if you see too many of these, then they could potentially clog up your hand and be yet less useful for you than other cards. If your leader has adventure and special traits, use up to 1 battle card for your drop in a combo. Okay, unfortunately we can't use them. Son Goku Childhood, or Bulma / Son Goku Childhood. Draw 2 cards and drop 1. If you use a card from your drop in a combo this turn, this card gains double strike for the battle. Unfortunately, nothing in our engine uses cards from drop. Our leader uses cards from the top of the deck. And then we have super combo. Our Grandpa Gohan here. Oh, they have a manga art version. So let's take one out and put one of the manga arts. And these are like interchangeable. Like you really don't have to play Grandpa Gohan. Like you could play one of each. Like it really makes no difference. The only difference is that he's Saiyan, so in case you have a card that works with Saiyans only, you may want to focus on that, but otherwise, there's really no difference. So Ultimate Sparking, your cards that are in battle get plus 20k for the battle. Then if you remove the energy marker to use this card, choose one battle card in your opponent's battle area and you can't attack for the turn. That's interesting. Let's see. Trash Talk, Best Boy Pikahan. Draw 1 card, then if you have an energy marker, choosing one of your opponent's battle cards with a cost 4 less in your opponent's battle area, and it can attack. Not as good. Although this one, you don't have to give up your energy marker. Like for Ultimate Sparking, you have to give up your energy marker. For this one, it's like if you just have an energy marker, you get to potentially KO a card. So maybe it's not that bad, actually. And this one's activate battle, right? You write this one. If you have a card in your combo area, you draw 1. It doesn't even care about the energy marker, which I like. There goes the field spell. For Union, if your leader has Adventure in his special traits, which means you can't use it. And then we have Soul Punisher, which is 4-drop. Choose 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area and KO it. Then if you removed an energy marker to use this card, choose up to 2 battle cards in your opponent's battle area and KO them. I think we keep that as like a secret killer. I think overlooking the deck, a little sad Gine is in Bardock's crew. I think I'm happy with how the deck is. I kind of want to play a few more Bardock's crew cards. Unfortunately, none of them do anything except for Tara. So I'm kind of just hoping that we can at least keep the game state going until we pull some decent Bardock's crew cards instead of having to play all these normals. Oh, actually, let me read Pikahan again. 2 cards from the top of your deck reveal up to 1 of another Worlds of the Straight and add it to the hand. Okay, so maybe we want to max out on Grand Kai. We have 2 of them, so maybe we want to put Grand Kai over, like, let's say OG Son Gohan. because it's possible that Pykahan in really rare situations, Pykahan might be able to pull this from the top of the deck and add it to hand. So this is now our best super combo. Oh, and Kakarot puts cards back to the top of the deck so that Bardock can get his effect to use a Bardock's crew in a combo, which I really like. He only has 5k defense, he only has 5k defense. I think 2-drop 15k. I think what I want to do is I want to add another Bardock's crew card. That way, if I see it early game, it can be useful for just helping me pressure the opponent. And if I see a late game, I can put it back on top of the deck and then use it as like combo power for Bardock. Yeah, and both of these are 10k defenders, so I think that kind of works in their favor. Okay. I'm a little bit over 50 here, but I think that's fine. You can also change your sleeves in this game. So I'm gonna go for the Gogeta sleeves, and we're gonna try to go for a rank match here, just to see how we do. So there goes Bardock, and that's Giblet from Dragon Ball Legends. Let's see our opening hand. Okay, so we got Fasha, Resisting Destiny, Trash Talk, Bardock, Vegeta Youth, and Ultimate Sparking. I think I can keep this hand because we have a 1-drop here, we have a 2-drop here, and we have a 3-drop here. Let's see, are we going first? Yes, we are going first actually, so we don't naturally have the energy marker. I guess if we don't have an energy marker, we can't use Trash Talk. So let's put that down. And this is why 1-drops are so good. It's like drop 1, draw 1, and end your turn. Now it's going to be Giblet's turn. So Giblet, he gets to remove 2 of his energy and then place 2. So you can use your energy, it becomes used up, and then he could trade in that used up energy for good energy. So now he goes for Zamasu here. So the whole gimmick is that Giblet here has all the Dragon Ball villains, and Shallot has all the Dragon Ball, you know, good guys. So this is a villain deck, and his alternative structure deck is a hero deck. Oh, dude, this is like the 3rd Resisting Destiny that I've seen. I'm definitely putting one down in energy after this. So the strategy in this game is you kind of don't want to block attacks before you awaken, because unless it's critical or something, it's just better to just take the attack and save the fight for when you're actually fully powered up. Once you're fully powered up, that's when you can really start defending and start pushing against your opponent. But in this early game, you want to be able to like set up your like combos and your plays and stuff, but you don't want to commit too hard so that you overextend, and if your opponent has something that clears the field, then you lose. Also, it's always better to attack with leader first before starting your turn. That way, in case you draw something good, you can make a better line than if you were to try to play it first and then attack with your leader. I don't think they need to guard this. They can just let Bardock hit them. Dude, I know it's midnight, but please, I got things to do in the morning. More like in about 4 hours, I got shit to be, places to be. So there you go. Bardock hits them with the shits. So here we have an option to either go for the 2-drop Vegeta or the Dodoria. In this case, I think I want to go Dodoria, only because I care more about the extra card right now than I do about winning the card advantage. Also, if I played Vegeta too early, he may have a counter for it, or like he may attack it on my next turn. So I'd rather... Ooh, and I drew the Super Baby too. That's pretty nice. He's probably not going to block this because there's no point. This doesn't have critical or anything. I simply just use it to get an extra draw off the Fasha that I've already used. But now that's going to leave this card vulnerable to getting attacked next turn, which I'm going to have to be okay with because I need Bardock to get attacked. I can't just have him attacking my battle cards and then not attacking Bardock, because that puts me at a disadvantage. So I'm not going to protect Dodoria here. And now he has 3 energy to do with what he pleases. He's gonna go Janemba, add a card from his life to his hand. Okay, so he's really trying to get to his awakening early. Now we got the Gine. We're gonna put another one of the resisting destinies into our energy. I think what I want to do is I want to attack first just to see what I pull. Okay, we got a super combo. He's gonna let the attack go through. Now I can play this Bardock and then use it to get like a double attack off of Bardock and then into Tara as well. And I'll have to use Tara to grab a card from life to hand, because if I don't, then he may not start targeting Bardock. He may start targeting my battle cards. I just need someone to combo with him. I think I'm gonna use this Goku to combo, because I want to save this critical. So we're gonna attack. We're gonna use a combo, and then we're gonna use his effect to play Tara from hand. Oh, his effect is when attacking. Okay. So he's gonna awaken now. It is a Super Saiyan God. So he's gonna need 10k to block, so he loses some card advantage blocking this, which I'm okay with. And then we can attack with Tara. We can add a life to hand. This way we aren't too behind. We already have a resisting destiny, so I'm gonna put it to... Oh, it goes to the drop. It doesn't go to the bottom of the deck. We're gonna put it in the drop. I think I'm okay with that. So now he only needs 5k to block, so he only needs one card to block this attack, and he should be alright. Yeah, there he goes. Alright, now it's his turn again. Now, don't be deceived, alright? Just because he has 11 cards in hand, 2 energy plus an energy marker, it doesn't seem like he can do a lot with just 4 energy, but that's kind of how this deck operates. It kind of operates on being able to use a small amount of energy and like recycle it, rather than needing large amounts of energy at once. So this Twisted Morality card, it's going to KO both my Bardock cards here, so all my pressure on field is gone. Now he's going to attack me directly. I have little choice but to take it. Ooh, and I got the I can actually get an energy marker next turn, which is actually really good. Now he's going to use this effect. He's going to use 2 of his used up energy to get 2 new energies. And a lot of the cards in the Giblet deck give you extra energy to balance it out. It's like after you use the leader effect, any cards that would be added to your energy this turn place the cards in their owner's drop instead. So for the rest of the turn, he can't utilize this good effect. So now he's going for Shamoin blocker lines. So blockers stop me from attacking him directly. And he's also decided to attack me with Janemba, which I'm perfectly okay with. I'm not going to stop him from attacking me. We just got another super combo, so that's going to help us once we get into a pinch. We drew another super baby here. I think what my line this turn is going to be play Kakarot and then play super baby and then attack with the super baby combo of Kakarot. I think that's going to be the line. So for that to work, this is only the opponent's turn. This is while I have a card in the combo area. So you know what? I don't want to waste one of my good defenders, but I might have to do that. I have a super combo. Maybe giving up a 10k wouldn't be so bad. Oh, this Gine works really well with Super Baby 2, so I can save Gine and Super Baby 2 for follow-up. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to utilize this, because this wouldn't be useful during the opponent's turn, because I may not be able to combo during the opponent's turn. Let's attack this Janemba. Ooh, and we got a super combo. He has a choice to use blocker here. He doesn't have to. And then we get to awaken with Bardock here. Now this is good. We just drew a Bardock's crew card. Oh, also we didn't get the plus 5k, but that's fine. So when the powered up leader attacks, he gets plus 5k, but because I attacked and then I awakened, I didn't get the plus 5k. But I don't think he's gonna protect this Janemba, if I'm being real. It's just a waste of resources that he could save for something else. So now we're going to use this Kakarot. It literally only has 2 battle power, which is kind of funny. So we're going to use this effect. We're going to place the Bardock's crew card to the top of the deck. And we get an energy marker, which means now we have 4 energy, which means now we can play Super Baby, and we can attack with Super Baby. And we can use the skill of Bardock. And we can use this Bardock's crew card as combo. And we can also combo with our Kakarot to trigger Bardock's effects. And then now we just have to send 1 card to the drop. Nappa Adolescence might be kind of strong, but there's nothing else to send, because I don't want to send a 10k defender to keep this in hand. But this also seems really good. Not gonna hold you, but I'm kind of running out of time, so I think I'm just gonna send it. And then I'm just gonna... So he's just gonna take the attack here, which I don't think is a bad choice on his part. And I'm just gonna stop my turn there. So during his turn, I can use this Ultimate Sparking to both protect my Super Baby and to stop his like best attackers from attacking me. So this is actually really good. And this works for both the leader and for any battle cards. So that's 25, which means I only need 5 to block this. Unfortunately, I don't have a 5 to spare. So I'm gonna use a 10. I'm gonna use the Vegeta here. Because I want to save this Kakarot and its 2 battle power for next turn. Now he's bringing out the Broly. Now normally Broly gets to KO cards with 2 cost or less. But now I get to protect my Super Baby by using my energy marker. It gets 20k. And then now this Broly cannot attack for the rest of the turn. So this attack will still go through, but he has an ability where he has the option to place an energy into drop and then attack again. Or switch it to active mode, which essentially lets him attack again. But now he can't attack. But he still did it because he needed it to trigger Giblet to get the 2 energy back. So that means now he can play another card from his hand. He goes for another Janemba. Now, unfortunately, Janemba only works for him when he has less energy than I do, which means he would have needed to have 3 or 2 energy. I think he should have, or he couldn't have summoned this Janemba earlier. So now he's attacking me for no reason, and he has to commit a 10k to attempt to swing over my Super Baby, which I'm going to counter with my 10k. Because I don't want to waste my 5k here. Either one of my 5ks. So now I draw Paikuhan. And I think I'm going to put Paikuhan in energy. Just because it's a 0 defender. And my goal this turn is to use Kakarot and to use Super Baby 2 again. So I don't want to... because I can't attack Broly BR, I think I'm just going to attack Giblet. And we actually drew a Bardock's crew card here, which is really good for us. Because now that gives Kakarot a chance to activate its ability. And he chose not to block it. So when your leaders are powered up, they do a special attack animation, which is what you saw there. And on certain environments, like this is Planet Namek, it blows up the planet, so that's really good. Now we're gonna go for our Kakarot here. So we're gonna put this 5-drop back to the top of the deck. And then we get to place an energy marker. Now we can attack with Super Baby, which he may use this blocker, but we're gonna combo with Kakarot, and that's gonna trigger Super Baby 2, so we draw 2, and we have to send 1 to the drop. Ooh, this Goten GT is actually really good. It's between Gine and this Bardock, because if I keep this Bardock here, it'll be better to go for another baby plus Goten. So I think I'm gonna put Bardock in the drop zone, and then we're gonna end it there. Oh, actually, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. Okay. I probably should have kept that Bardock. So we're just gonna play really fast. Fuck it. He might use blocker here. Yeah. We're gonna use Gine combo. And we're just gonna drop Cheetah. And then we're gonna attempt to use Bardock skill. Alright. So now, because I ran out of time, it immediately becomes the opponent's turn, which I ran out of time at the perfect time. Now, you see, I didn't use all my energy last turn, which is fine, because I don't have to. So Giblet's attacking us directly now. We're just gonna let it hit. I have 3 super combos, so I'm not as afraid of some of his other combos. So 25 to us. We're gonna do 10k guard because we can, right? Guard what you can. Broly BR. He might be able to KO us this turn if we keep letting him attack us. So I think we just start to guard here. Yeah, he's gonna play a card from his hand, right? We got Turles. And this Turles is gonna be able to get double strike. And this Broly BR is gonna be able to attack again now. And now he still has 3 more energy. If he gives it 10k, okay. That lets us use 1 super combo to block it. So the question is he going to play something from hand first, or is he going to attack with Turles first? Okay, so he puts down a Janemba. Supports it with a 5k. I think we have to block this. Because again, he has too much card advantage for us to let him attack with Turles. If Turles attacks us, we kind of just have to take it. We don't really have a choice. Now he's choosing to boost it up. I've already made the decision not to protect this Turles. I'm not wasting the card advantage to protect from this Turles. Hopefully I pull something useful. Okay, I only pulled 10k worth of guard protection. So now he has his Shamuin, which is cool, I guess. And he's attacking with it, giving it plus. He's really taking a risk here because I have super combo and this only has 5,000. It's gonna have 15, so it's gonna have 20. Another one, so it's gonna have 35, 45, 50. Okay, can we do 50? I think if we use everything in our hand. So 40, 45, 50, 55. That's everything. Unfortunately, this Giblet just overextended. He just cost himself the game. That's crazy. I think if I just attack here, this should be it. Let's see. Do we got the top deck? We do. Oh, it doesn't do anything for us. But this guarantees he can't win even if he has super combo. And that's the game. So that's Dragon Ball Super. Really happy I got that win. Actually, it's really good that I got my very first win. And there's a lot of cards that you can play in a black deck that you don't need to play it based around Bardock's crew. So as you can see, I was looking through all the individual cards, seeing like what they offer. Like, I don't think we would have won that game without Super Baby. I don't think we would have won that game also without the Bardock's crew stuff. So it's like you got to learn how to mix and match and make the most out of what you have. And now my next battle is going to be a rank increase, so that's pretty cool. And they gave us a ticket for the manga booster pack, so I guess I'll open that before we go ahead and close this out. Also dailies, because it's so late at night, it's now a new day. Okay, we got the Hollow Bardock leader, we got the Hollow Kakarot, and we got the Hollow Bardock. That's really cool. And we have a ticket for the manga pack. Let's see what we pull. Reunion. It's a black card, but our leader has to have adventure, so we can't use it. Announcer, it's a blue card. Ruthless Sorting is a green card. Can't use that. Strongest Team Up is a green card. Right. It's a Rotted Saga. Android 16. I really like the color palette on his armor here. There goes Energy Absorption. It's really interesting. Using that against Gohan. Artificial Full Moon, so this is for the Great Ape stuff, and Majin Vegeta. Okay. It's a cool pack. I can't use any of these cards, but they all look cool, so it's just nice to open. I know this pack is like overpriced in real life, so I'm happy in the simulator they're kind of just giving this stuff away for free. I'm not pulling any of the SCRs or anything, but, you know, at least I'm getting the chance to open it. Alright, yeah. So that's been Dragon Ball Super. I hope you guys learned a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed or kind of piqued your curiosity. This has been your boy Nistro here. Again, use code Nistro, N-I-S-T-R-O, for 5% off your card trader order. It supports the channel and it saves you money. But other than that, this has been a blast, and I can't wait to do more Dragon Ball Super content in the future. Signing out.